Remember this guy? Whether those memories are fair or foul, one thing can be said. Ross Perot shook things up. He brought a new voice to the political scene. Some say he siphoned votes off from the Republicans, giving the Democrats a clear victory in the election of '92. He was a spoiler. But was he just a spoiler, or did he challenge the very political order?
Spoiler is a word, it's a derogatory word that is used in the political field. The concept behind it is that only the two major political parties, the Democrats and the Republicans, have a real chance of winning. And so if you run a third-party candidate or an independent candidate who's not affiliated with either of the major parties, you will pull votes away from the man that would be the lesser of two evils, and therefore that would throw the election to the man who is the greater of two evils, and therefore you are the spoiler because you voted for a man of principle.
We are spending the next generation's money.
Regardless of how you view this period, the Democrats and Republicans made sure a Ross Perot would never happen again.
George Washington is a man who was a very idealistic political philosopher. The reason I say that is because he didn't want there to be any parties.
Here we are, and there has not been a Ross Perot since. No third-party candidate has even come close to standing upon that presidential debate stage with a new vision.
The problem we have with the present political system is the Democrats and Republicans throw up different individuals. We get different faces. But the policies are basically the same.
Ever wonder how the entrenched parties have accomplished this? SPOiLER takes a close look.
In 1856, John Fremont and some other people actually did start a new party, the Republican Party. Today, there are third parties, but I just don't see any of them succeeding when the American people have been persuaded that you got to either be a Democrat or a Republican.
What are the Democrats and the Republicans doing with this nation? Are they the spoilers? Or is the Commission on Presidential Debates the spoiler? How have these groups been able to monopolize power?
The Presidential Debate Commission is a condominium between the two parties to make sure the presidency is handed back and forth between them and nobody else gets in on the game. Perot broke it when he was enormously high in the polls. You couldn't keep him out of the debates. But now what they've got is a situation where it's a catch-22. You have to have 15% to get into the debates, but if you don't get into the debates, you don't get 15%. The two parties have a conspiracy and a common interest in denying any third-party candidate a chance to win any election.
SPOiLER. What is really spoiling America?